Hola clase, bienvenidos a Español 3010. Yo soy su profesora Elena Fernández y estoy súper emocionada de poder conocerlos y trabajar y um, hablar en español con ustedes. Um, I'm going to switch to English real quick so we can discuss just how to navigate ELC and how to navigate all of my Google Doc links that I have on here for you so you know what's expected of you and where to go to find things throughout the semester. Okay, so first in ELC, Detalles del Curso, you'll find El Programa. That's your syllabus for the class. So as you already know, my name is Elena, and it is okay for you to address me as such in your emails, when we speak in person, or actually digitally via Zoom. And be sure to send anything, any questions, any just if you ever need help, to send your messages to elena@uga.edu or fernandez.tarea@gmail. I check both of these. I usually have my UGA mail funnel to my Gmail, so you'll be getting a lot of stuff from me from there or from my ELC account. And office hours or by appointment on Zoom, please, 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 please reach out to me if you ever need help, if you ever need me to look at something that you're writing, if you don't know how to express yourself a certain way, I am here to help you and to just help you along your journey of like language learning. So your required text for this course is Revista Conversación Sin Barreras, the 5th edition. So make sure you buy the 5th edition. I do not need you to buy VHL, the online workbook. That should save you some money. We're not going to use it in this course. So the objective of the Spanish 3010 conversation class is to achieve an advanced level of oral expression in Spanish. Okay, so there will be a writing component to this class, but greater emphasis will be placed on your oral expression. As you can see, participation is 25%, your presentaciones por Zoom is 5%, which that's a conversation you'll have with me. I'll explain that in a second. And then your oral exams are worth 30%. So most of the course will be oral, right? And we'll get to practice some writing throughout as well. Okay, so let's talk about participation. So participation is mandatory. It's a language class. It will be mandatory in pretty much every one that you take from here on out. For this, I really want you guys to put forth effort and answer your questions thoroughly. So I am not grading this for grammatical like correctness. This is simply, are you taking the time to like really put forth thought into your answers? Are you engaging well with your friends? Are you instead of like jumping into answering the questions, are you getting to know your partner? Are you asking them questions about how their day was or how their week was? Just, I want you guys to get to know one another. So if you click on this link, it will take you to the Conversaciones por Zoom file, and these are the instructions for your class participation. 25% of your grade. You'll pretty much have 3 submissions a week, one for every reading and cortometraje that we do. And it's your responsibility to coordinate with your partner when you'll meet. You'll record separate Zooms for each lectura. So you'll pretty much be submitting like 3 Zoom conversations a week. And they'll be due before, I didn't change this one, noon every Monday. Okay, only one person needs to submit this on their ELC Dropbox. Each conversation should be a minimum of 10 minutes, so pretty much 5 minutes per person. There'll be one group of 3, so it'll be 15 minutes. And conversations must be spontaneous. I don't want you reading or off of a script or it's a very safe activity. Like I said, you're essentially getting a completion grade for this. I just want you guys to use this as a safe place to practice your language expression. You can have word reference or Spanish Dict up on one of your tabs if you ever need to like switch over to look up a word as you're speaking with your partner. It's super, super casual, but it is a super big component of your grade. Below, I have instructions on how to use Zoom. This is UGA's Zoom link, and I created a YouTube video explaining on how to do this. And here is the rubric that that will be used to grade you. So it's pretty straightforward, okay? And if you want the specific topics for your conversaciones por Zoom, check the programa and scroll all the way down to each week's homework. And we're about to go over that in a second. Okay, so be sure to sign up for your partner, for your conversaciones por Zoom. Let's see. Okay, so tareas. Every Monday, except for the last week of class, it'll be a Tuesday, you'll submit homework from the previous week, all right? So homework will be graded by either completion or accuracy, and it's up to my discretion to choose which ones I will grade on accuracy. So your tarea, as I said, due Monday before noon via ELC Dropbox. If you click this link, it'll give you instructions on how to submit documents on ELC step by step. And make sure, this is a must, you save your file as a Word document because I will be editing and making comments on that, not as pages, not as a PDF, a Word document. And here is how you should save your file, your last name, and then tarea uno, tarea dos, etc. Redacciones, you'll have 2 of these due this semester, and I will give you guys specific instructions on what the topic you'll be writing on will be later in the course. And for both of these redacciones, you'll get your first draft grade, and then there'll be revisions that you make, and you will submit that like 2 weeks later. Presentación por Zoom. This is 5% of your grade, and this will be a spontaneous one-on-one conversation with me via Zoom next week after drop add. The purpose of this activity is for me to place a face with a name to get to know you and just to kind of get an idea of where you are at the beginning of the semester. And this will be a completion grade. Did you show up? You got 100. Okay, so please sign up for this activity for next Friday between 10 a.m. to 11:30, and then from 2 p.m. until 4:30. Pick the time that's best for you. Here's the Zoom meeting link and the meeting ID, and I can't wait to see you and meet you there. I guess one thing, como es una conversación, please be prepared to ask me questions. It's a 2-way conversation. Come with 1 or 2 specific questions ready to ask. Okay? Super informal. You don't really need to study. I just kind of want to see where you are now. Okay, going back. Exámenes orales. There will be 2 of these, and they will be very similar to our presentación por Zoom. It'll be with me, one-on-one, and we'll be talking about all of the assignments that we've covered prior to the date of the exam. Academic honesty. Plagiarism, cheating will not be tolerated. That is the case with every single course that you are taking at UGA. Google Translate, I will put this in bold, constitutes as academic dishonesty. What's the point in becoming a Spanish minor or major if you can't express yourself? It doesn't make sense. So that being said, I do allow you guys to use word reference. I think that's the best online dictionary, SpanishDict.com. The links are there for you if you need a Spanish-English dictionary. I love word reference because if you ever want to type in an expression, they have forums there, and they're super, super thorough. ADA statement, if you require any academic accommodations, inform me as soon as possible, and we can work together with the DRC. Here I have just a list of the fechas importantes, so you get an idea of the big stuff that's due every Monday. You have tareas, your presentación por Zoom, your papers, your revisions, and your exams, okay? And if you scroll further down, this is your cronograma for the rest of the semester, okay? So today is el 5 de junio, right? So this is your homework for the day. I've created this class as kind of a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule just to kind of keep you on track and moving smoothly so things don't pile up to the last minute. So for today, you have to read this programa on your own. Make sure you understand the cronograma, that's the calendar. Make sure you understand how to submit things to ELC. Read the instructions for your conversaciones por Zoom. Find a partner for your conversaciones por Zoom. And then you'll click on this tarea uno, and this is a new file. Let's talk about this. This is every week I will give you a calendar like this of the specific homework for the week. So for June 5th, what I just told you a second ago is up here. And then it says record a test Zoom conversation with your partner. This should just be for 5 minutes. Present yourself, right? Hagan las preguntas normales que uno hace cuando conoce una persona por primera vez. Hagan una pregunta por cada persona, so that's 2 en total, completamente original y diferente de las preguntas normales, all right? Sean creativos con esto. And then you'll also be required to write a reflexión, all right? ¿Por qué piensas que el español es una de las carreras más estudiadas en UGA? Blah, 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 okay? So, for this homework, your fecha límite, your deadline is June 8th by noon, and you must submit via ELC Dropbox. This is what we talked about. This is your tarea, okay? So you will, on Monday, once you've done all your work, you'll go to assignments, tools, assignments. You'll find tarea uno, and this is where you will submit your work, right? Your written work in a Word document and your Zoom conversation uploaded as well. Only one person per group needs to submit their the Zoom conversation. Okay, so that's today. You'll submit that, entregar your tarea uno Monday, right? And so then when we go on to the next week, you'll see June 8th, June 10th, June 12th, and this is the assignment. This is the reading or the cortometraje you'll watch to complete this activity. We're going to be going over Serie Estar. If you click this link, it'll be a YouTube video with a PowerPoint and me explaining Serie Estar con muchos ejemplos, and then a final práctica al final. And if you click on the link Viaje a Marte, it'll be a Vimeo page with the cortometraje. And if you go to Tarea dos, this is your second week's homework, right? This is June 8th. Preguntas de comprensión, right? Serie Estar again, práctica de Serie Estar, and look, your conversaciones por Zoom. So these are the questions that I want you and your partner to discuss together on your Zoom conversation, okay? And that is the same thing for that's my dog. She has a little cone on her head and she's scratching her head. She got surgery yesterday. Okay, so June 10th, here's your activity, your homework, June 12th, all right? So that means June 15th, you will have to submit all of your work from the 8th to the 12th by noon on June 15th, okay? And then I'll be doing the same thing each week. You'll have links to the grammar tutorials. You'll have links to your tareas. You'll have links to your redacción, specific paper topic, etc., etc. Okay. I cannot wait to meet you guys next Friday. Please feel free to send out an email if something isn't clear. I'm here to help you and to make this as easy as possible for you guys. I'll be on Zoom, let's say at 3 to 4 today if you just want to talk, all right? Ciao, bye.